in the silence only found in military barracks, without the glare of cameras or the buzz of concert stages, a moment that shook the hearts of millions of BTS fans occurred. Jungkook, ARMY's beloved magne and the youngest BTS member, sat down with teary eyes and a trembling voice, apologizing to Park Jimin. The apology was not part of a performance. There was no script, no lighting setup, no sound effects. Just two human beings in the heavy silence of the night, revealing wounds and love long hidden behind fame. What exactly happened between Jungkook and Jimin that led to such a heartbreaking moment? Why would an idol with a perfect career in the public eye feel the need to kneel and cry before his own friend? According to widely circulated information from military insiders, a rare but not denied source by parts of the fan community, this event took place in the military barracks of the 5th Division, where both are currently serving. It is said that the mental and physical pressure during military training caused Jungkook, who is usually calm and disciplined, to have an unusual emotional outburst. And in one moment of frustration, harsh words were spoken, directed at Jimin, the person who had long been his emotional anchor. This incident was initially unknown to the public, but a 43-second audio recording, leaked by someone claiming to be a fellow unit member, changed everything. In the recording, Jungkook is heard saying, "Hyung, I was too stubborn. I thought I could handle everything, but I ended up hurting you. I'm sorry." His voice breaks. Silence. Then a stifled sob. Jimin's reaction? Equally emotional, but silent. He only stared at Jungkook for a long time, then took a deep breath and placed his hand on the shoulder of the younger brother he had known for over a decade. No confrontation, no sharp retort. Just a calmness that reflected unconditional acceptance, a form of maturity rarely seen in the entertainment world. This event triggered an emotional outpouring among fans. Many wrote heartfelt messages, shared fan art of the moment, and posted reflections on the importance of forgiveness. Quite a few admitted to crying upon hearing the recording. However, what is striking about this incident is not just the tears or the apology. It is Jungkook's courage to openly admit his fault in the harsh culture of the military, and Jimin's maturity in responding with empathy instead of ego. This is not just about two South Korean idols. This is a universal lesson in friendship, self-restraint, and emotional honesty. Many questioned whether the moment was real or just a fabrication blown out of proportion by social media. But from the widely spread testimonies and audio analysis, numerous voice experts and dedicated fans concluded that the voice in the recording is highly authentic and closely resembles Jungkook's real voice. Some even matched it to his distinct accent and intonation. But even if the moment was never caught on video or officially acknowledged by big hit music, its meaning remains powerful. For many ARMY, this is a moment that shows their idol is a human being who can make mistakes and try to make amends. Jungkook, long known for his diligence and strong dedication, revealed his most vulnerable side. In a handwritten letter he shared with agency staff a few days after the event, he wrote, "I'm not a perfect human being, but I want to become a better person, and for that, I have to start by admitting my mistake to the person I respect the most, Jimin Hyung." On the other hand, Jimin, in a personal message believed to be written to his family and later circulated among fan communities, wrote that he no longer sees Jungkook as just a younger brother, but as a grown man learning to face himself. He added that not everyone can sincerely apologize to someone they've hurt, especially in a military environment full of pressure. These two messages, though not publicly released by the agency, have been enough to convince fans that the event was real and not mere sensationalism. However, amid all the emotion, skeptical voices have emerged. Some in the media questioned the authenticity of the recording, calling it a covert marketing strategy. They argued that in the digital era, it's easy to manipulate public emotion through audio clips, viral narratives, and fan-made illustrations that look like real documentaries. The question is, are we, the public, too quick to believe just because we want to? Are we becoming part of a narrative shaped by social media algorithms, not by truth? We cannot ignore the reality that the Korean entertainment world has long used personal stories as tools to maintain emotional connection with fans. But what sets this moment apart is that it feels too honest to be fabricated. No glamour, no stage. Just a military barack, tears, and an apology in the middle of the night. This moment, if indeed it happened, will be recorded as one of the most honest and human interactions between two BTS members who have been through so much together. Jungkook showed the bravery to admit his weakness, and Jimin showed strength in forgiving. Two qualities rarely found side by side in such a high-pressure industry. After reading the moving story of Jungkook crying and apologizing to Jimin in the cold night of the military barracks, one crucial question begins to haunt many minds. Did this really happen? Or was it a crafted narrative designed to stir emotion and public attention? It is important to realize that such a beautiful and touching story, spread through audio clips, letter excerpts, and anonymous testimonies, did not originate from official sources. There was no open statement from Big Hit Music, no direct clarification from Jungkook or Jimin, and not a single mainstream media outlet has confirmed the authenticity of the audio recording said to be part of this incident. So where did all this information come from? The answer: from social media, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube Shorts, and several community forums became the starting points for the spread of this story. We read threads, watch short clips, listen to audio narrations with dramatic background music, and then, without realizing it, our emotions begin to form. But the question now is, are we believing the truth or falling in love with the sensation? Let's pause for a moment. How many viral videos in recent years turned out to be manipulated? How many exclusive testimonies were later proven to be fictional narratives created to attract clicks and comments? Could the story about Jungkook and Jimin be following the same pattern? If the moment truly happened, there's no doubt it is one of the highest forms of emotional maturity shown by two individuals in a pressure-filled entertainment world. But if it turns out to be dramatized or fabricated, then we are being shown how public emotions can be subtly manipulated. Isn't that more concerning? Are you sure the voice recording is real? Have you personally heard the clip and verified that it is truly Jungkook's voice? Or do you believe it because thousands of other comments say it sounds like him? Skepticism does not mean cynicism. It is an intellectual self-defense mechanism against the flood of information in the digital age. When everyone can become a journalist, a narrator, even an eyewitness, just by typing on a phone screen, then our only shield is the ability to ask questions. Questions like, who first spread this story? Is the source credible? What is the motivation behind spreading this information? Why has no official media outlet covered it in depth? Could this be part of a hidden campaign to maintain public engagement during BTS's military hiatus? This is not conspiracy theory. It is critical thinking in practice. We live in an algorithmic system that thrives when we cry, get angry, and emotionally connect with viral stories. But we are rarely encouraged to stop and ask, is this real? One of the most fascinating aspects of this event is how ARMY around the world responded. They created fan art, wrote poems, recorded reactions, even reconstructed the emotional timeline as if they were present at the scene. But is this collective response built on reality, or is it just an emotional construction of an unverified narrative? Imagine if all of this turned out to be part of a carefully curated narrative to maintain BTS's relevance during their military service. Would we still find the moment beautiful, or would we feel deceived? We cannot deny that stories like this sell. Emotion sells. Tears sell. And when two iconic figures like Jungkook and Jimin are involved, public resonance becomes immense. So it's not impossible that this story, true or not, has become a highly effective marketing tool.